viewers requested that I work on Uma and Dizzy's outfit next, so let's do Uma's outfit first. This is the outfit Uma will wear to Mal and Ben's wedding. To design her new dress, basically the keywords I was working with were a sea witch and tentacles. How would I design a dress that somehow incorporated the octopus-like tentacles? Uma is not a princess but a sea witch, so I wanted her dress to have that mystical, magical, sorcery kind of vibe. I traced the patterns from Uma's ball gown from Descendants too. I don't think I can come up with anything prettier than this dress, so I thought maybe I shouldn't try to make it prettier. It's time Uma embraces her inner witch. She needs to look like she can control the sea and water magic. Metamorphosis is one of her powers. She can also turn into a gigantic octopus-like creature whenever she wants to, so I thought maybe her dress should look like what she is. I kept the same teal color. She also uses black and gold, so I incorporated those colors too. Basically, she's wearing a shoulderless top and a long skirt, which is fused into one long garment. It has two golden strings that go over her shoulders and they keep the top in place. I made the top and bottom separately and then sewed them together to create the dress. For the top, I cut out one front panel and one back panel. The front panel has a pointy triangular shape on the center, which will rest right under her neck. The back panel is a simple rectangular panel. I sew them together and then cut open the back so Uma can get in and out. I hem the edges so they won't tatter and then attach some velcros so the dress can be closed. For the bottom, I cut out two panels with narrower top and wider bottom. I sew them together into a skirt. Make a small slit on the back so Uma can get into the dress. I attach the velcros so the dress can be closed. I also hem the edges. Next, I sew the top and bottom together to create one long dress. It's too plain at this point, so we need to decorate. I want to give her some gemstones. I used one square rhinestone and 3 circular rhinestones to decorate the top. The gemstones are pale green, which might just disappear into her teal dress, so I decided to make golden backings. I used golden plastic ribbons for the backings. I glued the rhinestones and then let them dry. I also wanted to give her a belt. I cut out a piece of golden chain from a necklace. I cut it just long enough to perfectly fit around Uma's waist. I glue a large rectangular green gemstone on the center. I also let the glue dry for this one too. I made a thicker strand of golden strings by twisting many golden threads together, and then I sew it onto the dress. Basically, there are 2 straps on each side of the shoulders, which start from the pointy end of the dress. And then I randomly stitched silver threads all over the top of her dress. I wanted the dress to have some texture. I was originally going to stitch water wave ripple patterns, but that was too difficult. The silver threads should give a little more shine to her dress. Next, I glue the gemstones onto the dress. Next, let's work on her tentacles. To make the tentacle, I cut out 3 long tear shapes out of a dark fabric. It looks black on screen, but it's actually very dark blue. And then I cut out the 3 long strips from teal fabric. I fold the teal strip into half and then wrap it around the tear-shaped piece. I do that 3 times. I wanted the dark blue part to look like the octopus tentacles. Putting on 8 of these tentacles might make the dress look too busy. I also didn't want the dress to be a literal interpretation of what Uma is. So I only made 3 tentacle pieces. To make them look more like tentacles, I colored in silver dots along the teal flaps. I sewed these tentacle pieces onto the dress in diagonal directions. I want the dress to look like Uma just swirled out of the waters. I want the dress to look like it's in motion. Next, I decided to give her 2 black wings, like magic is coming out of her arms, like she's surfing the waters with 2 magical fins. So I cut out 2 crescents to shape the patterns out from the dark blue fabric. I originally wanted these arm pieces to be made with more sheer materials, but I didn't have any that was suitable, so I decided to go with dark blue fabric. And then Uma's dress is done.